It's Persona time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the Figma 363 Joker from Persona 5. I mean, I teased it, I told you about it. I recently had the protagonist, the main character, and here we have his alter ego, also by Figma in full action. So I can't wait. And by the way, guys, at this point I'm pretty much all in. I also got Anne on pre-order, and let's see what else Figma got in store for Persona. Let's not get ahead. Let's have a look at Joker right now. One word: stylish. I mean, look at this coat. I love this coat. I love this design of this figure. Gonna have a look at the size before I gush a little bit. 14.5 centimeters, and you never see it coming. I never saw coming how much I would love these Persona figures. Like, seriously. Okay, face sculpt, you have the anime eyes, perfect. The hair is wild, going in all places. The mold is absolutely perfect, I dig it. And then the coat, the classy coat, it is completely soft plastic over here, so that will not get into the way. He has the vest under it. Gold buttons, very cleanly done. Don't see any paint bleeding, nothing going on there, so that's good. And you can pull it back a little bit, have the lines going down the arm over here. The red gloves, the gold buttons actually, never mind, I'm sorry. He had the red buttons on his school uniform. Got that mixed up, got some more detail in the back. And he has the very long base pack over here. That's cool, I don't know, it's something new. It looks kind of wonky, it takes a bit more space, but it adds some more mobility to your stand, I'd say. You got some more detail over here in the back. Moving back to the front and down here at the pant part. Actually, it's pretty interesting what they did over here. You have an entire piece that's connected via a big ball hinge. And at first I thought the torso was a bit too long because of it. But, you know, I'll have the protagonist, the hero, the main character in here for later. I mean, that is the Persona design, that is the Atlas design. They have really elongated torsos, arms, and legs, as you can see for the rest of the figure. Going down to the pants, lots of wrinkles going down in it, a lot more like a pilot pants. Going down to his cowboy boots, it really looks like cowboy boots. Brown, some detail in it, looks nice, but overall very dark design, and I like that. I mean, it's cool, dark is cool, and long coats have been cool since the Matrix, because I'm one of these guys. I'm Edgelord 3000. So, moving on to the articulation. What was I saying? Edgelord 3000? What even is that? Okay, the head is on a ball hinge. Doesn't have the greatest range, but since it's packed into the neck and packed into the head, I would recommend pulling it up just a little bit over here, disconnecting it from the neck, and it does go down very nicely. It actually moves freely with that. If you're really pushing on the head, it seems to me like it's disconnecting a little bit, so that's pretty cool. Neck articulation, it doesn't have one, and it does go all the way around and tilting side to side, also very nicely. Then we got the ball hinges under the coat over here. You can't see it, you got the double ball combination. Goes up over 45 degrees, you can rotate it around, can bring it back and forth, and spin it around. Then we got the single hinge in the elbow, and the fist is just on another ball hinge, black ball hinge. Goes up and down, rotates around. Is this? Yeah, this is not connected anywhere. This is floaty, so we can spin that around with it. Now for the torso articulation, as I've already mentioned, you have this big piece. You have nothing else going on, but nothing else is really necessary because you can do crazy stuff like this. Let's go out to the back. Well, yes, but it does get blocked by the coat, and it wiggles freely around, and you can rotate it around all the way actually if you want to, and not that you would get anything out of that. The legs are on ball joints over there, actually very nicely molded. It doesn't leave any gaps, that's what I'm trying to say. They can bring it up very nicely. It does go out to the side as well. The crotch piece is soft plastic, so that's not a problem for your articulation. It does go out to the back, and you can also rotate it around on the ball itself. We have a single hinge in the knee, and the foot has another ball hinge that brings it back, forward, and it does go side to side. But one more thing, the coat, and for that I'm just gonna, why do I even have him still on the base? It's getting a bit in the way. But yeah, these three coat parts soft plastic. They are all on ball joints, so ball hinges actually. So you can bring that up and down, and you can rotate it a little bit to the side. It's obviously blocked here at the top, where it's connected, but it looks good. It doesn't leave any gap. Makes up for some very cool action poses. I mean, from that side it looks weird. Can you, what is... There's a lot of stuff going on actually, but you're not supposed to see that. I mean, it's good. I like it. So, for your accessories, you kind of have the same problem I had with Hero. He doesn't have a lot of faces. He does have a smiling face and kind of like a smirk. And I guess you can combine that with the previous figure. Then we got the open hands, holding hands for the gun, open hands, and these are two for the knives and just posing. This is the knife, nicely painted. I don't know what's with the stuff over there with the gray. If that's intentional or not, I don't think so. Kind of effed that up with the paint. For the rest, it's nicely done. Have a very, very, very small gun. Realistic looking gun. Nice metallic paint job. Handle in a nice brown. And then we got the face. Well, the hair with the mask, more precisely. I kind of wished for a face with blood over it. You know that one scene where he rips the mask off? Yeah, that was pretty good. And we got Morgana, the cat. Has a little bit of articulation in the head. It's just on a ball joint and it's packed into the neck. And you can wiggle it around and rotate it. Does get blocked by the scarf in the back, which you can take out though if you want to. I don't know why you would, but let's see. It's still blocked, so I guess the ball joint in it is very stiff, but it goes all the way around. You can play around with it a little bit. Nice detail in the cat. Doesn't have any more articulation points, but I love the eyes. I love how it's done. Nice and clean paint job and the mold, and just, you know, overall to have a little body with the own base for it. Just like very stiff and hard to get in there, but for the rest of it, looks cool. And you know, you got your staples, your Figma back, and we had already a look at the base. So there you go. And here we got for a little bit of comparison time, because I love comparison time, guys. It's always fun to look at these things. So here we got Morgana in the anthropomorphic form and the regular cat form. Meow. And then we got the two Joker and Hero, his regular form protagonist. Yeah, like I'm saying, look at the torso, that's the main thing. It might look a little wonky over here with the pants, but overall, I think it still lines up fairly nicely when you're looking at the neck and where the legs kind of start. I mean, it's all hidden over here with the jacket, but you do have the crotch piece directly under that. So it does make sense. It's really all part of the big design scheme. And I mean, for the rest of it, the hair is pretty much the same, but that's not a fault. That's not trying to fault them. That's not a bad thing. I mean, of course, it's the same basic character, just with a different look and a mask. So let's move on to the final thoughts. Let me tell you the final thoughts right away, before even you know, wasting any more of your precious time. So obviously, I mean, I do recommend this guy. There's not a single thing about this figure that I could complain about. Maybe the lack of faces, but overall, I mean, I guess that's the gimmick. If you combine these two, you have basically all the faces that you need. Because I said with this guy that he has a lot of blank stares and not really emotional faces. And then we get Joker, who has the smile, like the more sadistic smile, and just like a little smirk. So that's the idea. I guess that's the deal. You can just combine these faces and have the full experience. It's still kind of a scummy way to give you all the faces, but whatever. I mean, it's not the worst thing. For the rest of the figure, I love what Figma's doing recently with having a bit more cool ideas and special joints that only work for special figures. I mean, this part over here does not work for every figure, but if you have the entire jacket, the entire coat, everything draped over it, it works. And yeah, I mean, they did a great job basically bringing this guy to figure from. I'm recommending him 100%. I mean, I'm really getting in the zone for Persona 5. I'm getting hype, getting ready for Anne, so stay tuned for that. But for now, as usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Joker wants.